Alright, let's get it going, baby. So, losers bracket round 4. Give me 1 second here. I'm just gonna log in. I just got home, so I didn't have a chance to really fully set up ahead of time, but you know what? We're gonna make it work. We are going to make it work. Log it into the dummy account. Getting on to the spectator view. The matches have begun, so we are a few seconds late. However, it should be fine considering these matches take a few seconds for the momentum to really pick up. So we're going to be watching Apocalypse versus Movesand. This one's going to be an interesting one for sure. I'm not really sure what to expect, to be honest. And the match has begun. First towers should be spawning in a few seconds here. Everyone is slowly loading in for me. It is the battle of Big Mac versus the Bobs. Gani was actively going for a Rosamunda today, actually, so I wonder if he actually picked it up. Their towers are in play, and why am I so zoomed in? What the heck is happening here? What is this view? Did they change it? Man, why am I so zoomed in? Spectator settings, no. The hell? Everyone is so close. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why everyone is so zoomed in for me, but oh well, we'll make it work. First tower is being played here. This is such a bad view. Oh my god. Give me 1 second here, guys. I don't know why it's so zoomed in for some reason. I wonder if it's my game settings? Let me just make sure I'm on the right graphics. Yeah, no, it should be fine. Full screen this. Let's see if that fixes it. They did do an update today, so maybe that messed it up, but who knows? Yeah, no, it's messed up. The zoom is insane. Oh well, we'll make it work. Looks like Movesand is going to be taking the lead with the 2 towers here, as well as 2 kills. Apocalypse is unfortunately not getting a single kill. Or sorry, has not gotten their 2nd kill yet. They've gotten 1 so far. I believe Big Mac got that kill. Let me just make sure. Yeah, Big Mac with the 176k damage. Bob with the 228k. They're pulling out the big show, bro. Movesand wants to win this losers bracket. They can't sacrifice the full-on bragging rights of being able to say they won losers bracket. Even though they weren't able to beat HSK, at least they can beat Big Mac, the other major kraken. Big Mac throwing out his chain lightnings. I can't really see anything, but we'll do our best to try and figure out what's actually happening on the map, because this game mode is way too zoomed. And I can't change anything when it comes to the zoom, right? I can't even zoom in. Oh my god. Alright, 2nd towers are in play here. Everyone is fighting for the tower that's closest to Apocalypse here. The other towers are pretty much... One has been taken. There's only 2 towers left in play. Snoop Doggy is going to be able to capture this tower and bring it closer to being even. Skyry is getting focused by the Bobs. Unfortunately, it's not doing too much. The tower is still in play and they have not been able to secure it. Ganymede is throwing out his little tornadoes, doing a little spinny spin, but not able to really do much for the team here. It is a 4v5 right now. One of the Bobs is down. Realistically, I keep saying this, man. They need to stop playing the RKs and just keep bringing in that Shadow Chaser. The extra CC did work for them in that last fight. It almost made it even in terms of matchup. Like, they need to do that again. They need to take out the RK or the RG and bring in that SC, the CC one specifically. Mid tower is going to be coming up here in a few seconds here. They could take the lead by getting that mid tower and getting ahead by 45 points. It is a possibility for Apocalypse to come back here. I didn't actually check the odds on this fight. I will take a look right after this fight is done. But it does not seem to be a very one-sided fight right now. It is pretty entertaining for a loser's bracket fight, to be honest. A lot of people are saying this last one is going to be pretty one-sided, but it doesn't seem to be the case. It is a 4v5 with the mid tower off. Apocalypse is going to be able to easily take this tower if they can get the advantage on numbers and get ahead basically by 100 points. They are coming back with that damage. Ganymede going for the pick. Is he going to be stopped? He is. Last second stopped from taking the tower. RG Bob is down. Professor Bob is down. Oh no, this is not looking good. SC Bob getting low, but is able to basically recover. Is very low. He's probably not going to be able to get into this fight here. But all they have to do is just stop Apocalypse from being able to cap this tower here. Big Mac is fairly low. He is trying to just peel himself off the RG. It is a 2v5, and the mid tower is uncapped. Oh my god, that was a close fight. What a show. What a close fight there. Jesus. War doing work with that 10 kills, bro. Big Mac doing work with that damage. 0 deaths. That's insane. But yeah, realistically, I think they bring in the CC, take out the RG. Maybe they brought in the RG to be help able to soak the burst from War and from Big Mac, but the fact that they're taking out Skyry to bring in another Shadow Chaser just makes it even worse. It makes it really bad for Bob's team, and they seem to have swapped out enchants, because I did just see Professor Bob, a little flicker there, you know? But realistically, I think they just need more kill potential at this point. But who knows? What's working for them is maybe the best strategy here. That's probably what's going on in their head right now. But that was a very, very close match. It was about a difference of only like 4 or 5 kills, to be honest. But I'm gonna check this real quick. I want to see what the stats are for the bets. I didn't have a chance today since I just got home from work. But let's take a look at what are the betting. Oh, pretty even bet. Big Mac on the losing side of the bet, so he is the underdog here. War and Big Mac have been spending crazy amounts, but are they going to be able to keep up with the Bob squad? Let's find out. Let's find out. We are actually merging into Treasure Ship here in the next, I think, a week and a half. So Byalanislands is going to be interesting. A lot of our competition from the enemy guild is actually quitting, unfortunately. It would be really cool if they actually stayed and ended up merging into one of the other big guilds, because then the balance of PvP content would continue to be good. But who knows? I mean, people are scared that it's just going to be a Kraken world, but I doubt it's going to be that bad. Anyways, getting back into the fight here, looks like Saiyan Monk was able to, Gay was able to take the win over Saiyan Monk. I do want to see what's happening on this fight real quick. Hanks is, right now they've lost a tower here. Nib is doing work. Nib is the stronger champion, unfortunately, compared to Hanks. Hanks is built around PvE and plays for PvE as his main content. So them having the further kill potential on the enemy team is a show. But obviously, they were able to secure the first win, so it might just be an enchant difference at this fight, or in this round. But let's go back to the show that we all came here for, you know. Big Mac versus the Bob squad. Whoa, did they get a new title? What is this? Wait, I wanted to see, where did I see it? Big Mac's dead. I wanted to see if Big Mac got a title. I just saw something really cool. I don't know where that was, though. How long is he dead for, man? Get back in the fight, bro. Jesus. Alright. Big Mac coming back into the fight. I can see his pets. I didn't know that was a thing. Or are those my pets? I think those are my pets. Yeah, they did. Look at the view. It's fixed. They did something, man. They did something with this patch that messed up the Spectator view for some reason. Anyways, Bob squad setting up with the towers here. First set of towers. Only one tower is actually capped, unfortunately for... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Only one tower was capped in that whole fight? And it was Big Mac? His team? What? Ganymede is their tower capper here. He did... I don't know who actually won the Rosamunda, Somebody tell me in the chat if it was Ganymede, but for the most part, he might have gotten a Rosamunda for his team, and that is going to be a huge help for them being able to take off CC from their allies. Towers are still in play here. One tower was captured by Big Mac's team. Bobs are struggling to get those kills like they were before, unfortunately. It's an enchant difference, I think. The change-ups and the enchants are really helping Big Mac's team, as well as bringing in Bopus over the priest. Maybe they're just bringing in the priest to make it a little bit more even, and they realize that, nah, they can't be doing that, bro. These guys are competition at the end of the day. The fact that they took one round off of them probably put them on a scare and like, alright, we gotta take out this priest and bring in the Bopus. Yeah, Movesend has only been able to get 3 kills here, and no towers. Final tower is still in play. There is a potential for them to still come back in this fight if they get that mid tower and 1 kill to even it out. However, it doesn't look like it's going to be that easy, just from the fact that they haven't been able to really secure kills here. Big Mac getting silenced, getting thrown at with the DF there, blinding his ass. Bob throwing out his little fire puddles, setting up thorn traps, War in the back line, trying to get some picks if he can. Realistically, if I was War, I would be trying to go for either the Prof or realistically the Sniper, because Prof can self-heal, and at least they can peel themselves in a way because they have a lot of CC. Trappers are built around them, you walking into their traps, right? So there's not really a way for them to self-peel in the same way that a Prof or a Genetic can, or a Shadow Chaser being able to hide. So if I was War, I would honestly just keep going for the Trapper. But look at that, man. He's just doing work. He's just putting down his traps, putting in the work. Probably trying to get paid like a farmer, bro. Just like, look at that boy. Little boy riding his little doggy. Final tower is still in play here. 20 seconds left for that capture. If Movesend is able to take that tower cap, they even out the score. However, it looks like Apocalypse learned their lesson and realized that they don't need to go for the tower cap here. If those guys are going to do the same shit that they did last time. Bob is going for the tower cap and is CC'd off of it. 10 seconds left in the fight here. Bob is trying to go for it again. Bopus was able to come in and CC him off. He's going to go back into Invis and do the same thing, bro. You're not getting that tower today. Oh, and the fight goes over to Big Mac squad. Ganymede with the MVP. This is a very interesting and fun fight, guys. Honestly, like, it's probably the most even fight that we've had so far in all of the matchups. Surprisingly, like, I'm genuinely surprised it's that even. I really thought it would be so much more one-sided. But let's see if they do anything in the swap up here. Bobs realistically need to stop bringing in that RG and bring in the Shadow Chaser. They need that kill potential. Either the Trapper or the RG. If the Prof is the... No, I don't think the Prof is the weakest. Yeah, Shadow Chaser is probably the best swap here. If I was to choose, it would be between the Ranger and the RG. I think the side of Apocalypse keeping in Bopus over Skyrie is the play here. They realize that they have that kill potential and the CC that they need with Bopus. So they just keep running it as it is. Yeah, I think Bob is... Or it's not actually RG Bob, it's LK Bob. It's hard to tell the difference with these symbols, man. Sometimes I don't really play RG or LK, so I don't really know to the best of my knowledge, but for the most part, it seems like they're going to keep the same roster. I don't know if that's the best idea. Maybe the enchant swap is going to help them, but let's see what happened here. Saiyan, Monk, and Gay are evened out. Ooh, that's going to be a fun fight, too. I wish I was able to watch that one, too. Next time, I think they should stagger some of these final, like, I think past top 8, they should stagger the fights, in my opinion, so that at least streamers can watch and spectate all, or if not like half of them, just for more content at the end of the day, you know? That's my opinion. And you know what the devs do with opinions, right? They just throw them in the trash. So anyways, getting back to the fight, kills are even. There's 0 kills been happening right now. Ganymede is fairly low here. Is he back in? He's still in the fight. He's not backing out to get that HP back. Setting up the CC so that Bob's unable to take that tower. Professor Bob is getting pretty low. He is getting focused down by War, and Bope is jumping on him. his teammate, other Bob, Shadow Chaser Bob, was eaten by a Freoni, so unfortunately he wasn't able to help him there. But now that he's out, he might be able to help Peel. One tower goes over to Movesand. I'm surprised there's been 0 kill. There's the first kill coming over to Movesand here. Who got that one? It is... Bro, number 2. Who's number 2? Ganymede. Oh no, not Ganymede. Genetic Bog. Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Was not expecting him to be the one to get a kill on this team. Hey man, if you guys are liking the stream, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, just let me know in the comments if there's anything specific you guys want me to be streaming or even commenting on later in the season. I know that the new season's going to be coming up with xgvg here soon. I think within a month or two, so that'll be a fun time too. Hopefully they learned their lesson about keeping the game a little bit more balanced in terms of the MMR. But with the server merges happening too, I think it's going to be interesting how it plays out. It's not going to be as imbalanced, I would say, in terms of the top 8, because realistically it's GVG, so they're not going to be splitting up guilds as much. Treasure Ship is going to be merging, Byalanislands going to be merging, so those are the top 8, top 10 guilds, plus the top 3, so it's going to be interesting. Towers are still pretty even here. Movesand is only ahead by 3 kills. One tower further secured by Movesand. Second tower still in, or third tower still in play. Snoop Doggy is trying to capture it for his team. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to here. If Movesand's able to stop that tower cap and just make sure that they keep the lead on the kills, I think they win this round. However, the mid tower is still in play and they're not ahead by 200 points, so it's not looking good. They still need to be vigilant with all of their CCs and damage here, but they are getting up there. They're only 2 kills behind, getting ahead by 200 points. Apocalypse was able to get a kill on Genetic Bob here, unfortunately. So it is, unfortunately, not a lead by 200 just yet. Opus is getting half HP. Mid tower is going to be up in about 40 seconds here, so they do have a little bit of time to just play around, poke and pack at each other and see what happens, but it is looking pretty cool. I'm really happy that this fight is fairly even here. Ooh, nothing interesting happening with Opus. However, Professor Bob doing his hardest to try and survive the burst, and War is unfortunately able to take him down. Genetic Bob is getting pretty low. Oh, that's a bad time to die, man. That's a really bad time to die. Mid tower is going to be coming up here. They just gave away their tower potential. Are they going to have enough CC for Genetic Bob to be able to get back into the fighting time? RK Bob is getting pretty low there. He was eaten by the Freoni, unfortunately has to back out. Mid tower is still in play here. Big Mac is trying to set it up so that his teammate can go for it. Unfortunately, the Bob squad is being a nuisance. Apocalypse really needs this mid tower in order to take it, in order to take the win, and then they lose the tower. Movesand taking the win for the 3rd round. Oh my god. All right, let's swap over to Sion Monk and Gay and see what's happening. Oh, okay. What happened the first round? What is happening, man? What happened the first round that they're completely getting smashed now? What, is it an enchant difference? Like, what the hell happened here? I want to see what the lineup is, actually. I want to see if they have extra people that they swapped in, potentially. But yeah, look at Nib, bro. Oh my god, 1 billion damage. Hanks is 1/5 of that, man. I feel bad for him. Yeah, okay. Let's see their lineup here. Bro, Shadow Chasers and purple classes are the way. I don't know why they aren't playing more of them. Realistically, you take out the Trapper. The Trapper is decent, but it's not as good as the kill potential of these 2 classes, man. Even the Prof, right? Like, the Prof would be super helpful here, considering one of their damage dealers is a mana type and a LKN, which is also mana type, right? So Yeah, I don't know what's happening here, but they do have a blacksmith on Shark. That is an interesting play. I've never seen a blacksmith in these late fights. That's the first blacksmith I've seen actually in these fights, past top 8. But getting back to this fight, 5 seconds left into the 4th round here. I wonder what's going to happen. All these people that bet on Apocalypse are hoping that they win the underdog bet. So far, Moveset has been performing pretty well. Bob go, yeah man, Bob's squad. It pisses me off that I don't know who any of these Bobs are because I haven't been able to keep up with all the Kraken names. And I'm just bad with names in general, but for the most part, like, it's very interesting to see how well this late game loser bracket's been performing. Snoop Doggy getting low, has to back up, is staying in the fight. His life shield is popped. Is he able to get out? He is. He is going to be able to get out and not give away a free kill. LK Bob, on the other hand, is feared, is able to get out, unfortunately. Oh, it's not LK Bob. I just saw him use the RG skill. Okay, it's RG Bob. He's probably just a two-handed RG, so he's doing damage build rather than a Vit build. Snoop Doggy, unfortunately, is the Vit build type, so he's more of the CC and damage absorb. Shadow Chaser Bob trying to stop Snoop Doggy, unfortunately is able to do so. Ranger Bob coming in to try and stop him and gets the Petrify off. Snoop Doggy's not having a good time trying to go for this tower here. War's backing out to get the heals, and it is going to be Apocalypse taking the first kill as well as the first tower here. Are they going to be able to stop Bob from being able to take this tower? And they are not. Bob is able to, Trapper Bob is able to even out the score here. Final tower still in play here. They're fighting it over. What is going to happen? Bope is going for the tower cap. Unfortunately, it's feared. RG Bob tried to chain him, unfortunately did nothing because Invis OP. He is doing pretty good peeling for his team to be able to go for this, but Ganny needs a boom. He's a boom, man. He's not getting stopped or anything. Throws out his fire, he's like, nah, you ain't getting this tower, I ain't getting this tower. God damn. Very interesting fight, man. This is so even. I quickly want to check what's happening here, if it's still one-sided. And it is. Okay. Unfortunately, I guess Gay had a 1-game luck streak, and it is not carrying over to the next fights here. So we'll continue watching this matchup. Oh! I saw what guild they were from. It's from Privacy. Oh my god. I wonder if this is someone I know. I'm just really bad with names, and I wish that they didn't change their name to Bob, because they have numbers now. But I get it. It's more of just like any kind of confusion helps you being able to take control of the map and add more confusion to the enemy being able to really do anything. Apocalypse is able to take the second tower here as well as secure 2 more kills on their team. Is it going to come down to a final game? Oh my god. This is exciting. Oh my god. Where's the final tower here? Oh, and yes, there it is. Bope is coming in with the CC. He realizes he's just got to do his thing and just... Oh, he gets the silence off! Is that going to stop him? It does. It does. Bopus is still able to stop him. Unfortunately, the Frioni eating him is not a good sign. However, War was able to come in and help peel the boy. Towers are down. It is going to come down to the final tower here. Apocalypse should just back out, fully heal, and come back in as a 5-man. They are winning the kill game right now. Realistically, they just need to have War hyper-focus down that Trapper. Because War is doing work, man. I don't know if you guys see this, but War is doing work. Let's look at the data here. Yeah, man. War and Big Mac, obviously Big Mac's doing work, but War is putting out numbers too, man. I wouldn't sit lightly on him. Sheesh. This is probably Shadow Chaser Bob. No, this is Genetic Bob, I think. This is the hard part, right? Like, it's hard to tell. It is Genetic Bob, right? Yeah, that damage is all just from the fire puddles, man. War is playing sneaky, but unfortunately gets petrified by the Trapper. And there's no way to cleanse it. You just have to wait for it or have a high enough debuff duration reduction. He is helping to set up for the pick on the Genetic Bob, because Genetic Bob is doing the major damage on the enemy team. It makes sense that he's actually trying to focus him down. He is also the main reason that they're not able to tower cap.
Whoa, is Bob gonna be able to tower? Oh, he almost snuck it in. Professor Bob almost snuck in that tower cap. Apocalypse need to be very careful here. They can almost throw this match here. Oh, and it is a 4v4. Snoop Doggy getting low, Big Mac getting low. Everyone's pretty low here except Bopus and War. That means that they're going to be having that constant CC to be able to peel. They're doing a good strategy of going to the other side and constantly trying to tower cap here. But 5 seconds left. I don't think it's going to happen. Bopus needs to stop that final tower cap. And it does go over to Apocalypse for the 4th round. Is it one-sided, the game of... Yeah, it is very one-sided, man. Saiyan Monk, so Gay won the first round, and then Saiyan Monk has just been running over them the last 4 or 3. So I think it is actually over for them now. Yeah, it's 3-1, right? So I wonder what really happened in that first one. They probably just brought in, to test the waters, they brought in, like, you know, their alternates. Yeah, just to give them a chance to fight. And then Nib Bro just pulls out the big gun, and he's like, nah, this ain't happening again, just shoots them all down, you know? But it is a 2-2 versus Apocalypse and Movesen, and I'm genuinely happy about the fact that this final fight of WOC Season 4 is being this entertaining. Is there another fight after this from the winner of the losers bracket? I forget. Do they move up to the final bracket and then they fight for the final fight? Even though, like, obviously HSK and his team have already won? I forget if that's how the brackets work. Somebody needs to remind me, because I feel like I remember seeing that there's another bracket on the top of the winners brackets, where the loser bracket, the winner of the losers bracket moves up to the winners bracket to fight in the final fight. So the final is actually just the final of losers bracket versus winners bracket, which, I mean, sure. Both sides playing pretty even here, playing pretty safe. Trying to peel out or feel out what's happening in terms of the enchants. That could be the breaker here if the enchants are off in terms of who you put or what you put on, right? Because there's poison resistance, there's demi reduction, so the balance of finding that perfect amount, especially considering both sides or Big Mac's side has a very heavy hitting magic blast. They need to be very careful with how much PvP M depth they have. One tower over on Movesen side of things. Bopus and War both setting up to ensure that no one is able to take this tower cap. While while Big Mac, Ganymede, and Snoop Doggy focus on that 2 towers on their side of things. Realistically, if they have the kill potential to take out enemies here, I personally, just for the fun of it, hope they don't go for the towers. I hope they just go for the kills, man. Just a full-on brawl. That would be entertaining. And it does look like Snoop Doggy was going down here. He is the first death on the enemy or on the Apocalypse side. Genetic Bob is playing a dangerous game. Both him and RK Bob's life shield has just popped. Is he gonna get picked off by Bopus? Unfortunately, Bopus doesn't want to go for him. Bopus's whole strategy is being the CC, which is great. However, it's not doing so good for Movesen because Movesen's not doing so good. It is so even here. I don't even know what side's gonna win at this point because neither of them have gotten a tower. They're playing really well to ensure neither side is getting towers, and it might just come down to kills. It might just come down to kills. Let's see what happens with the second set of towers here. Bopus looking to set up for that first solo tower. This is the exact strategy I was telling my teammates to do, was just send out a CC that can hold himself off to the solo tower and just have them constantly CC while everyone else goes to the other set of towers and secures them. There it is. Bopus doing the magic. Neither side have been able to tower cap here. Ooh. Oh, Trapper Bob was able to almost take it there. Snoop Doggy with the Snoop CC unfortunately stops him. Is he going to be feared long enough for them to be able to take it? And they do! Movesen is able to secure the first tower. Trapper Bob setting up for the second tower here. He does put down a Petrify Trap, as well as Genetic Bob throwing out flames on top of him. Very hard to stop him from being able to take that tower cap, especially with Snoop Doggy being petrified. That is super unfortunate. 2 towers over to move sand side of things. Apocalypse is in a very difficult position. They need to be getting those kills now, and it just seems like they're not able to get that damage out. What is War doing over here, bro? War, stop sleeping, bro. Push up. Petrified while the final tower is going to go down here. Mid tower is the final play for them to be able to come back. They are still a kill behind, however. They need to find that one person who's the weakest and focus him down as a group. That's the only way I think they win. They being Apocalypse. Big Mac getting low here. Shadow Chaser Bob chasing him down and gets the kill. Snoop Doggy also very low here. War's getting low. This is not looking good. This is going to be a panic situation. They aren't set up to be able to take the mid tower. Trapper Bob has been able to set up all his traps. Genetic Bob has been able to set up all his flames. This is not looking like it's going to be a fun fight. Are they going to be able to stop the tower caps? It's going to come down to the final seconds here. Even if they get the mid tower, they need to get those kills. And Snoop Doggy dies. Oh no, oh no. Genetic Bob is down. War was able to take him out. Unfortunately, this means that it is a 4v3 right now, or 3v3. 3v3? No, 4v3. Oh my god. 18 seconds left. They are almost even out in kills. War is getting those picks. Life shield popped onto Trapper Bob. Come on, War, come on, War. Genetic Bob is getting shit, it's over. GG's. G's. Congratulations over to Movesand. Congratulations on your win. Apocalypse, you guys put on a great show, bro. That was real good. 2 to 3, oh, fucking amazing. You guys did amazing, man. This was such a fun WOC and a great way to end off season 4. I'm so glad that we ended with this fight. Thank you so much for you guys' efforts. Honestly, it was such a good fight. I think that is the end of season 4. Let me just make sure. 27th is the last day. Yep. Oh, grand finals. Okay, yeah. There is one more final. Yep. The grand finals is the two winners. So tomorrow is the last day for WOC season 4. Unfortunately, it does seem like both sides have already kind of decided on who's going to be the winner. Movesand is the losers bracket winner, as well as HSK and his team being the regular bracket winners. And it's going to come down to Movesand versus HSK. And to be honest, if this fight was that even, I'm super excited to see what that fight's going to be like. It's going to be a run back of yesterday's fight, I believe. So, yeah, tune in for that. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning into my stream. I will be streaming that last fight. If you guys like the content, please give this video a like. Please give the stream a like. Make sure you guys are staying tuned in because I will be streaming xgvg when it does come out. And yeah, just make sure you're subscribed so that you get notified and turn on the bell notification. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching.